Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks, and we're finishing this thing up. We're gonna do the roof, and we're gonna scratch build these doors. I was gonna build the same type of sliding doors as the other building was, but I found they sell this board V-groove, 0.50 spacing, 0.05 spacing, and 20,000 thickness. It's going to be the right thickness and for what I'm going to do with it, and I'm going to build doors out of that, and I'm going to use some of this. I have 2x6s and 2x4s. I'm going to probably use 2x6s. I want a little more weight to it. I'm going to do a little 2x6 action on it and bulk these up. And they're going to be double doors just like that. I haven't decided if I'm going to have them open in or out. I think I'm going to have them on the outside, like they fold it open onto the outside. So here we go. I don't know how good this pattern is going to show up on the internet. I mean on the camera, because it's a bit the white on white's a little iffy. But might show up a little bit. I was going to go with car side paneling, and that comes this way. This is a long way, and this a little bit. I like this one. I like this one a little bit better. So you gotta figure this out. Go with my old trusty measuring instrument. I'm going to stick it in the hole. Cut a notch on there. Same for this side. Got my notch there and there. Something I keep saying to do it, and I keep forgetting to do it. Brand new number 11.
For the ocean.
Hoping that's straight. We're a little off, but close enough to what we need it for. That's perfect. Okay, that's one. Gotta love Wendy's chili. Sorry about that. It's been a very busy day. Hey, some of you guys in the Northeast, you can figure out what day this is. We had an earthquake today. Got 4 doors, 4 doors. Alright, so what I'm going to do to make my life a little bit easier and make it so you guys can see this a little better, I'm just going to give you a quick little wash. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, so now you can see a little better. I gave it a little India ink wash on there, and that's pretty much dry already. And just gotta pull a new piece out of here. So let me just figure this out, how many pieces I got here.
At the bottom of the ocean.
I might have did it a little mistakenly here. But since the door's going to be open, I'll probably fix this. Hold on. Oh, 16. Alright, so we got 16 stays. So there's 16. We got 8 and 8 either side. Don't worry about that. We'll get that off. Doesn't really matter anyway because this is all going to get painted. Alright, so basically what we're going to do, we're going to frame out this door. We're going to use the new stuff. I really got to buy a 1, 2, 3 block. Alright, there's the top and bottom.
If I make it back.
Alright. We're going to let those dry up. I'll try with this one. I got to count these out.
At the bottom of the ocean.
Alright, so that's gonna make my life a little bit easier after I glue this together. Because I didn't do that on this one, so now I gotta figure out this.
If I make it back home, I'm just stuck here in a dream. At the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea.
Trying to get you to see what I'm doing here, but it's hard. That's 2. I'm trying to get you guys a good angle, but I don't think I can do it. Alright guys, so basically what I'm going to do, is I'm gonna set up this table, and I'm gonna finish this one completely out, and I'm gonna show you how to do that one, and then we'll come back. Just give me a second. I just gotta get a little more organized. All right, guys. So we're back. All right. So this one we already have the split in it. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish this out like we did the other ones. Alright, give that a second to dry. Come over here. Do like they do on TV. Put the bread in the oven and it's done in 2 seconds. Alright, so we have this line here where we have it split. Alright. Now this is going to be a fun part because we have to keep these doors together. If I make back home, I'm just stuck in a dream. Here's one set of doors. If I'm feeling froggy, maybe I'll go the other way, but I'm not. Not feeling that froggy. So yeah, what I'm thinking, they're gonna be like that. And I'm gonna leave one side closed. I'm gonna leave one door closed, I think, on the other side. So they look a little messy right now because they're a little messy, but when they're all painted up, I think they're gonna look really good. This one, I'm gonna leave this one together. I think we're gonna leave one of these. I think I'm gonna leave this one on the loading dock. I'm gonna leave that one closed. Don't know if I make back home. I'm just stuck in a dream. What we're gonna do is we're gonna prime these up, and then I'll show you what these look like all primed up and ready to go. Alright guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks, and we're going to continue on with this. As you saw earlier, we built these doors out of styrene for this building, and we're going to continue on to this. I got the lights for this. We're going to do the roof, but right now we're just going to paint these doors. I don't feel like busting out the airbrush for this, so we're just going to go in here a little old school with the brush. I actually think the brush gives the wood a little, even though it's a little uneven, it's kind of what I want. If any of the gray shows through, it kind of looks like faded wood. Yeah, each one of these sets of doors they were built together. You saw earlier, but I kept them together on this board. Really not putting a heavy coat on this. As you can see, I'm really working and stretching out what I got. So if there's any imperfections in it, I'm fine with it. I'm actually kind of digging this pattern. I don't know what it was. The last coat of spray I put on here from Tamiya, I don't know if it didn't mix well in the can or something, but it kind of left the texture on it, and it kind of is making it kind of pop a little bit. So.
At the bottom for the ocean, I'm at the bottom of the sea.
We're going to hit this with a couple of washes when it's all dry and go from there. Just going back through here because some of it, even though we put on pretty light, some areas got a little heavy. So we're just getting in there and just taking those areas apart, lightening those areas up. Those look pretty damn good. Alright. Not bad for a little bit of work there. We'll give those probably a little wash of, we either go in with the Vallejo wash or maybe I'll hit it with a little bit of the Indie ink wash. I don't know. Not really sure. Let me, while I'm still here, and I still got a little bit of paint there. We'll do a little test piece. All I can tell you is you can tell the difference between something that's been primed and not primed. This might actually take 2 coats to get a good coating on this thing, covering. Like I tell you, I'm always going to tell you to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, here's the ugly. I screwed up. I should have done this roof before I put the interior together. Yep, that's right. Because now it's going to be uber difficult, I think, to get everything lined up on here. So, yeah, that was on me. I screwed that up. This was sprayed in either, this might be the Tamiya flat black, because I wasn't really feeling it with that army paint that I got. So Walthers prescribed the back of these, and you're just supposed to be able to bend it. We're going to heat these up because that's looking like a disaster. So I'm going to go put a little heat on these and I'll be right back.
I'm just stuck here in a dream.
don't want to bend this back. That's the one thing I definitely don't want to do. I do not want to work hard in this. But I think what I need to do is I need to scrape the paint out of the inside of this thing.
For the ocean, I'm at the bottom of the sea.
Alright, so basically what I should have done was before I put this bottom on and all the stuff in, I should have put this roof together and seamed it together. Now it's going to be a little more difficult because everything is now not accessible from the inside. I'm going to have to, as you can tell, I'm going to have to retouch this because where that seam is right there, the paint cracked and whitened. Should have did all that first. So note to self, when you guys are doing this, do the roof early. You know, I told you I'd share all my mistakes and all my everything with you, so that's me showing you what not to do. Looking pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to do to weather that roof, but we're going to work on it. Alright, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go do the other side. I can't get you close to the heat, and I can't get the heat close to you, so I'm just going to do it and bend it over there. Basically, I'm just holding this in front of a heating unit. It's blowing hot air, and I'm waiting until it just gets hot to the touch, then I'm just slowly bending it. I'll be right back. So hopefully this sets up quicker. It is taking its own sweet time to set up. Alright guys, welcome back. I don't know what happened. I think I lost that last bit of video. My phone went dead. I had it plugged in, but not into the wall. That's awesome. So what I had to do was I had to go upstairs and get some rubber bands because these would not hold the shape. And they're still giving me problems holding the shape. So I'm hoping this dries up a little bit better. As you can see, it's holding the shape now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I always do. We're coming here with this thick. I'll put it in there. I think this thick really just sets it, gets everything set in stone. And hold stuff better in place, especially walls and stuff like that. It does. It takes a little time to set up. While it's setting up, it kind of flows in and fills in the gap. It's kind of what I want it to do. And we're just going to let that harden. Take about 15-20 minutes. And then it comes the fun part. I got to figure out how to get this top to attach. Connect together. I should have really put this top together before I glued the bottom together. Before I glued all the bottom, but I didn't do that. So here we are. Late in the game. Six runs behind. All right, so we got that going on. These are almost dry. This is dry. I got my Indie ink right here. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go and put this in front of the heat, get this to dry out, shoot this with some clear coat, some dull coat, and then we'll come over and we'll give it the wash. Might not be able to use the Indian ink wash because the isopropyl alcohol might just dissolve the paint and the clear. So we'll figure it out. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we just gave this a little wipe wash down with the India ink. And after I did that, I decided I should hit record. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to give this a quick wipe down. Get some off the top. We're going to let this dry out a little more, and then we'll go back to that. Brush it dry. This is the Vallejo. That's definitely a little heavy. But with the India ink, what you can do, and with the Vallejo, you could probably go over it with a little water. But I think the Vallejo is looking pretty good with the wipe down. Probably gonna dilute the Vallejo a little bit. Take a little bit of the isopropyl alcohol, a little bit, moisten the tip. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm liking the Vallejo a little bit better. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this Vallejo, punch in there, a little dirty water. And what I'm looking for. Let me get something really quick. I'm gonna try something. That's a little better. All right, that's kind of more the effect I wanted. All I did was moisten this brush with a little dirty water. Got most of the water off of it. I'll do a little more, do a little brush in there. That's even it out. All right, so we're learning this. All right, liking that because it's starting. Yeah, that's working a little bit better. That's definitely working better. So that come through, wipes off the high spots. Use a little bit in there, gets in the cracks. That's what I want.
At the bottom for the ocean.
Kind of like a heavy pin wash. Kind of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a lot in the grooves. I get these grooves nice and defined. I think it looks pretty good. Well, we'll see what happens when it dries. Usually the stuff lightens up a lot when it dries. So we'll see. I kind of like it. It's really accenting a lot of the work that's in there. Too dark, but probably fine. Stay tuned. We'll find out. I think it's good. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, guys. So we're back. It's pretty much should be dry by now. Let's get this tape off. I really put this tape down. I used a Q-tip and really pushed it into the groove, so I'd have a good adhesion. And I was right. I did. I got a really good adhesion. As you can see, some of the glue came through from the other side. That's why we're going to repaint. So we got a nicer looking roof. I haven't done any shingle roofs, so I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. How I'm going to weather this up. I'm going to let this dry, and I'm actually going to give this a little sanding because it looks a little rough. But yeah, this inside's ready to go. What kind of stinks is this stovepipe looks like it should be in line with this door. that stovepipe would put the stove right in front of the door. Boo. Over here, on the other side, puts it in line with here. So if I ever come across a 3D printed stove, maybe I'll just throw that in there too. But yeah, she's coming along pretty good. Roof's done. Those doors are finished. We're gonna put those doors on later, and we'll get the lights in here. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, so we're back, and what we got here, the doors are done. I'm thinking of leaving. This door actually is not done. I gotta paint the back of it. That's what they're gonna look like closed. That's what they're gonna look like closed. That's what they're gonna look like opened. I think it really sets off the building compared to the factory door. So we'll go from there. But what we need to do is to make sure that the doors fit on correctly is we need to set the loading docks. I'm actually not going to glue these in place just yet. I just need to make sure I got the proper height and whatnot. Alright, yeah, so that's going to work. We'll be able to stand those doors like that. There they go. I had something yesterday. Where'd it go? Was it this? These two things together. That was it. Alright, so basically, that's where those doors are going. So basically, that's where those doors are going. We're going to put those on. Alright, that's one side done. Because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with a little bit of dirt that I used on the layout, and I'm going to actually put a little dirt in there so it kind of blends in. And I'm going to probably going to put this on some wax paper and do a little glue line around here and throw some dirt on it. So it kind of blends down into the dirt. And that looks tight. This side, not nearly as important as height-wise because there's really nothing here. But we are going to cover up those crappy decals. I really don't like those decals. They really irk me how crappy they come out. Actually starting to look like something. Just still gonna let these dry up. But what I kind of need to do, here's those test pieces we did earlier. What I kind of need to do is I kind of need to double this door.
For the ocean.
That door is actually almost the exact size of the opening, so I kind of need something to support it in the opening. And well, before I get too carried away with that, got to make sure everything clears that as well. But this side is definitely getting. This side's definitely gonna get some dirt on it because it's just too big. All right, so that goes. Yeah, sits in here. Look at that. That door sill fits perfect on that. Perfect. But this one might be a little tight. Top's a little out. We're gonna get that in back into specs right there. And then we gotta shorten this bottom up a little bit. You're just gonna send it. That one. That looks good. This is actually coming out really nice. I'm liking this model. The roof is dry. I gave the inside a quick shot of black to blacken it back out again, and pretty good. Like you see down there. I don't know. Trying to see if you can get in there, but that looks pretty good. Yeah. 1 second. How does that look? Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? Oh, who knows? All right. Hopefully when it's all done and we got the lights inside from Woodland Scenics, this thing will look outstanding. I mean, just doing a little add-ons to the doors and stuff like that and the windows really changed this kit around. I think this kit looks like a much more expensive kit right now than it did before with the doors. I think it gave a little more class to it. I think it looks much better. I just wish these decals would have came out better. But I'll never use their decals again. I'll find something else from now on. Alright guys, so we're going to let this dry out. And then we'll come back and we'll, I guess we'll finish doing the roof. We'll get the roof done. Ready, finished to install with the lights, and then we'll go from there. Alright, catch you later. Alright guys, we'll Alright, so what we'll do is we'll come back in a minute and we'll get this we'll get the roof on, finish getting the lights in, get the lights wired into this thing, and yeah, we'll start wrapping this up. I'm going to have to weather the roof. I think that's going to be in a different video. That's going to be in a different video. The weathering of the roofs are going to be done in a different video. I got to do this top roof over here. I'm going to do the same thing to that roof that I've been doing all the other ones with the tar paper. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do that off camera. There's no reason for you guys to watch me do it a 35th time. So we'll be back. Chaz fingers.